The availability of food is the prerequisite for man's survival on the planet. The consequences of global environmental pressures such as climate change, the limits of agricultural resources such as water, combined with the constant increase of population, give rise to serious concerns about the availability of food in the future.
The supply of safe and healthy food for the growing world population is one of the main challenges for the future. To meet this high ambition, the food industry must be able to rely on an increasing supply of agricultural raw materials grown in a sustainable manner.
Starting from these insights, food industry has gradually developed the concept of sustainable agriculture. In 2002, 3 global players, Danone, Nestlé and Unilever, founded an initiative. The SAI Platform was born. Many more companies joined the initiative in the past years to support safe, sustainable agriculture worldwide.
Why should the most powerful food suppliers engage in sustainable agriculture?
The food industry relies on the long-term supply of raw materials for its business. At the same time, it realizes how depletion of natural resources and the problems faced by rural communities affect agricultural productivity.
Who profits most from sustainable agriculture?
The term profit has to be seen in a wider perspective. The farmers are the first beneficiaries, but as the final consequence of sustainable agriculture, the consumers profit by a safe supply of a wide range of good and healthy products.
The members of the SAI Platform participate in special working groups focusing on specific crops or issues.
What are the goals, structure and output of the working groups?
These working groups were set up to define sustainable agriculture practices by addressing 3 dimensions: economy, society and environment.
Which working groups exist at the moment?
We currently have 5 working groups: cereals, coffee, dairy, fruit and finally potatoes and vegetables. A member company can join 1 or more working groups if they have a specific interest in them. We hope to create additional working groups in the future. For example, water in agriculture is a very important topic. Since 2002, the member companies of the SAI Platform have launched pilot projects in more than 30 countries all over the globe. The crucial instrument of the working groups is the pilot project.
Cereals constitute staple food for a majority of countries and their people worldwide. And cereals production and consumption have expanded enormously in the past 3 decades. We had a pilot project in the Nonette Bassin in France, which we launched together with the Groupe Danone and Val France.
18 farmers were involved in the scheme. They adopted a number of principles and practices of sustainable agriculture, which were recorded and evaluated. The most important issues were the use of adapted species and varieties, controlled fertilization, respectful protection of the crops by limiting the use of pesticides, saving water by optimizing irrigation practices, and an overall environmental management of the farms. An important issue was also the implementation of safety measures for the farming personnel dealing with chemicals and mechanical equipment.
What came out in the project was that most farmers can be qualified to practices of sustainable agriculture. Also, new skills have to be acquired. And another insight was that implementing of sustainable practices needs time, about 3 or 4 years.
We thought it impossible, but it wasn't.
Coffee is the 2nd largest traded commodity in the world. Together with major stakeholders, the SAI Platform works to create a more sustainable coffee sector. Within the SAI Platform's framework, roasters and traders work together to gain and scale up experiences that lead to a more sustainable production. In these projects, we work with a variety of partners, including farmer organizations, NGOs, and local institutions.
The Bosoas Coffee Project is an initiative in the buffer zone of a biosphere reserve in Nicaragua. What were the main challenges the project faced in the beginning?
The coffee sector was just starting to come out of an economic and production crisis. Falling prices, market instability, and uncertain international economy, these were all problems we had to overcome when we started the project.
What is the result of the project so far?
We have trained farmers in how to keep efficient technical and financial records. We have taught them how to map farms, on how to improve their harvesting and post-harvesting techniques. And they have learned how to ensure that their coffee production does not have negative consequences on the environment.
As a result of this, farmers are able to improve the quality of their product. They're learning the value of their coffee, and this in turn helps them to increase their income and to compete successfully in their industry.
We hope that our coffee buyers will value all our effort.